Have you received a job offer and now want to evaluate whether you should make the switch or simply leave it there? The clock is ticking and a decision needs to be made. In reality, companies give you a couple of days or sometimes up to a week to think about an offer. Some even ask you to confirm the job instantly because the assumption is that you have been talking to them for last few weeks, going through several interviews and negotiations. I'm going to share a simple method to compare different jobs. I used it several times, even in one instance where I had to evaluate my current job against two offers at the same time. It was a tough call, but this method helped me set my priorities and enabled me to make an informed decision. Please note, there is no wrong decision. Jobs turn out to be challenging or easy. In the end, it's our attitude that defines how we take it, and that's the reason it is called a job. Before we dive deeper, let's first understand the potential reasons of why someone might leave a job, or in other words, why someone might even start entertaining a new job offer. These vary for each individual since everyone has a different motivation and preference. Here are some key factors that lead to a job change. It could be a personal preference. Maybe you want a change, you are tired of your workplace, or you have just lost the spark. It could be societal pressure. Perhaps you want to work for a bigger company, a stable employer, or you are chasing for an appealing job title. Then liabilities and responsibilities. Maybe you are planning to get married, have kids, mortgage a house, or pay off any kind of loans. And for that, you need more income. It could be office politics or work-related issues. It could be difficult situations with colleagues or management. Or perhaps you are facing personal conflict, health issues, or work-life balance constraints. Knowing your key drivers makes the evaluation much simpler. For example, if you are leaving a job due to financial constraints, then salary will be your primary parameter. If you are switching the job mainly for company's brand, you probably don't need to overcomplicate the job offer evaluation, and the decision would be pretty straightforward. There are several conventional ways to seek feedback from others when you receive a job offer. Because a job is usually a sensitive and private matter, you may not want to discuss it with everyone. But there are always a few trusted people you can approach. Here are some common methods. Reach out to existing employees or via references. This is useful, but it doesn't always work. You may need to be specific about which team or department you are joining, and sometimes people might not give you honest feedback, or in rare cases, even jeopardize your offer. It's worth being cautious. Then you could ask your mentor. Your mentor could be a family member, a friend, a colleague, or even a former manager. This is mostly the safest option, as mentor and trusted peers can provide genuine feedback. They usually have more experience and insights. Then use the internet, AI, and applications. Today, AI can also help answer specific questions. There are several platforms that provide salary ranges, insights into company structure, and even potential contacts like hiring managers to give you a better sense of what you are getting into. Now let's deep dive into the core part. When it comes to evaluating a job offer, different people focus on different things. Some only look at salary hikes, others focus on benefits, some just want stability. The parameters vary from person to person. What's important for you may not matter for someone else. Also, not all the information will be available online, so you may have to make an assumption. If you don't have the answer to every parameter, don't panic. Just focus on the basics and trust yourself. Now, here are the key parameters worth evaluating in detail. Exposure. What kind of exposure you will get? Is it a customer-facing role, or does it give you a visibility within the industry? Bigger companies often provide opportunities to work with new technologies, big clients, or strategic partners. Company size. Company size impacts budgets, team size, growth, visibility, and working style. Large, medium, and small companies each have their own pros and cons. Salary. Is the salary higher than what you are earning right now? Generally, a hike is expected. Personally, I believe switching for less than 20 to 25% raise isn't a good move, unless other parameters outweigh money. Also, many companies offer stock options and equity. Then, job title and seniority. Is the title better than your current role? Does it align with experience and provide you with the right level of authority? Perks and benefit. Beyond salary, look at overtime pay, bonuses, insurances, family sponsorship, kids education, and fitness perks. And then career alignment. Does the job align with your career goals? Is it in an industry that you care about? Then growth perspective. What opportunities will you have to grow? Look at the career paths within the company. But remember, just because others were not promoted quickly doesn't mean that you would also not be promoted. Demand in the industry. How in demand is this job? Is it a specific niche, or are there only a handful of companies offering it? Then you have learning opportunities. Learning opportunities are closely linked to exposure. Will you learn new skills and grow your expertise? You can also consider parameters like work-life balance or job security. In my point of view, these often depend more on you as an individual than purely on the organization. Once you have identified your parameters, you need a way to rate them. I suggest a simple 4-point scale. That is, very high is equal to 4, high is equal to 3, medium is equal to 2, and low is equal to 1. And wherever it is not applicable, you can simply put a 0. Don't panic, it's a simple math. Let's walk through some examples. Scenario 1. You are a software engineer in an IT company and you receive an offer of a business analyst at a large corporate. You like the company that you got the offer from, but you're unsure about the workload and culture. You are generally happy within your role, but you are exploring casually. Let's say that your salary in the current company is medium and you want to go for 20%, 30% higher. You can rate it 3 for the new company. Then you have a title. For example, you scored your current title to be 2 and the target title to be 3. Then company size is also important for you. You rate your existing company size, which is small or medium, as 2, and the company which is large as 4. Then it's about exposure. For example, in this company that you're working with, you have less exposure, so you consider it to be medium. And in the other company, you expect that the exposure would be a bit higher, so you consider it high. Now, the culture in this organization you're working with is pretty good. You like it, so you consider it to be very high. And you are not sure how the culture would look like for the other organization, so you tend to say high. Then you have seniority. From seniority perspective, you feel that both titles are at same seniority level, so you rate 2 at both. Then perks and benefits. For example, you feel that your current company is offering you the same perks or maybe more perks than your new company would be offering you down the line. You simply rate the current one to be very high and the new one to be high. And then career alignment is also another important part, where you see that is the career that I'm looking at aligned with my goal, and you see that your current job is also aligned with your career goals and the target job is also aligned with your career goal. Now, once you sum it, the total points for your current job would be 22 and the total points for your new offer would be 25. In this case, a clear winner is new offer. But for example, you had said that money is the important part, then you might have disregarded other parameters and paid attention to the money. Again, no need to complicate, keep it simple. It can be as simple as possible. You can just simply go with 0 or 1 kind of rating as well if you would like. Scenario 2, huge salary hike. You are unhappy with your current salary and you get an offer with an 80% hike at the company you admire. In that case, the decision is straightforward. Switching is almost a no-brainer. Evaluating a job offer can be as simple as saying yes, or as detailed as analyzing multiple parameters. You don't need to complicate the process. Just write down what matters to you and evaluate it systematically. They don't have to be 100% accurate. The important part is that you go through the process, understand the dimensions, and make a more informed decision. In the end, there is no wrong decisions. A choice made today may not feel good tomorrow, because decisions are always made based on our current understanding and assumptions about the future. If we all knew the future, none of us would ever make a mistake. How do you evaluate a job offer? What parameters do you look at? And would you like me to make more videos about negotiating offers and related topics?